Hey, what's going on, everybody? I wanted to talk to you today a little bit about Genesis 1:26 and 28, when it's talking about the fact that God created man according to his image and his likeness. And it's that verse, it's actually one of the verses that we should all know, memorize, and really live by. Why? It's because when God is making you, when God is creating mankind, when God is creating us, what he's doing basically is he's creating an image of what you and I should be like, what you and I should live like, what you and I should act like, and what you and I should accomplish. In my mind, what I see is the moment God creates us, there's a picture, there's an image that is created in his heart that he desires to transfer into your life and into my life. What happens many times is that we lose what that picture looks like. And then in life, we start to create our own image. And in a sense, I believe it's part of our journey into actually reaching the best of who we can be and who we can become. But so many times, the original image gets distorted. I wrote this here, that when God created us, he took a picture of us. But we also end up taking our own picture. So the secret is we must evaluate what kind of picture we have, or which picture are we basing our lives on. So today, as you look at yourself, are you living your life based on the picture that you created, or on this masterpiece that God had in mind? Now, we need to be mindful that in order to know what God's picture of you looks like, you need to go back to him. There's no other way around it. You gotta go back to him so you can hear from him what you looked like as soon as he intended for you to be here. Remember that God talks to us based on his picture of you, of us, and not on our picture. It's funny that even the Bible tells a story about a man named Gideon, and this guy was not a superhero. He was not like a super brave man. Matter of fact, the Bible says that there was a season when the enemy of his people were constantly attacking them, and Gideon was always hiding. As a matter of fact, God reached out to him. He was actually hiding in a spot. He was preparing some of his harvest, some of his food at a hiding place because he was so afraid. But God reaches out to him and says, "Mighty man of valor." Isn't that crazy? That even in the midst of your cowardice, even in the midst of your fears, even in the midst of you not knowing who you are and not living your life as who you were created to be, God will reach out to you and say, you are a mighty man of valor. You are a mighty person. You're a mighty woman. You're somebody who's going to do something. Why? It's because when he talks to you, when he talks to me, he doesn't talk to us based on the image that we have created. He talks to us based on the image that he has in his heart for you. So that's gonna, at some point, it'll probably make you a little confused, because when you hear your name being called by him, it'll probably sound something different than what you have in mind. So be mindful of that. The other thing is, as we begin to discover, and this is not something that you find out overnight. Sometimes it's a journey, and as you begin to discover, you will want to develop your life based on those terms, based on what God's picture looks like. You want to aim for it, because as you begin your search, as you begin your journey, and as you get closer to him, you're going to know more of what he has in mind for you, and you are going to become more and more the person that he has called and he has created you to be. So it's important that you really have that picture of yourself from God's heart, not only your heart. Another thing that happens is, as you become who you were created to be, you actually begin to do the things that he had in store, he dreamt for you to be. And those are the things that are going to make you fulfilled. Those are the things that will make you accomplished. Those are the things that will make you as happy as and as joyful as you would ever imagine. So my thought for you today, so my encouragement for you today is this: make sure you're going after God's picture of you. Make sure you're going after God's dream for you. Make sure you're not settling down just for what you can do on your own, but go back, think about his picture. Think about the fact that he already has an image, and when he's calling you, he's not going to be calling you based on the picture that you have. He's going to be calling you based on the picture that he has. So wherever you're watching this from, I hope that this helps you, that this encourages you, that this gets you moving to the next level. Why don't you go ahead and just press the button, like this video, share it, and let me know what you think. Write on the comments down below. Hope to see you soon.